Hello. So today let us discuss another lead code question, which is a daily challenge on December 1st. The question is determine if strings are half alike. So what does question say is we have given a string of even length and we have to split the given string in equal halves such that A is first half, B is second half. So if string is of size 4, so this half is A and remaining is B. That is what the question is saying. Now, what do we have to do is the condition for alikeness is like their string might contain vowels and the vowels might be like of uppercase and lowercase both, and we have to find out if the first half contains number of vowels in first half. First, suppose we vowels in A, number of vowels in first half has to be equal to number of vowels in second half. If this is true, then they are alike. If this is not true, then we have to return false. So that is what the question is saying. Now check for the test cases. So our first case is book. So B O OK. So now split it in two halves, right? So now first half contains one vowel, which is O. Second half contains one vowel O. So that is why count is same. So output is true. Now the next example here, textbook. So TEXT B double OK. So this is like text part is A and the book is B. So the first part contains only one vowel, which is E. Second part contains two vowels. That is why they are not like the count of vowels is not same for these two cases. So we have to return false. So this is like the overview of question. Now let us think how we can do this. So firstly, looking at the question, what we require is we just have to take uh, count of vowels for two different halves. So what do I mean by that is, firstly, let us suppose we have like the above example, textbook, right? So this is above example. Firstly, what we will do is we will find where is our half, like where we have to split first half and second half. Then what we can do is we simply traverse through first half, count count vowels in first half, right? Similarly, what we can do is we can count again for vowels in second half, correct? And we just have to compare them. If they are equal, then we will return true. If they are not equal, we will return false. So how we will do that, like we are using some pseudocode, then we will simply traverse through the given string s, as in the question given string was s. So for character c in s, no, we okay, so just excuse me. Actually what we have to do is we have to calculate for two halves, right? So uh, also what we can do, okay, let me just erase this whole. Yeah, firstly what we can do is we will find size, like length is dot length, and we can run two for loops. So for int equal to 0, I less than l, or yeah, l by 2, I plus plus. Now so for each we have to have condition. Mm, yeah. So if suppose s of I, we will again pass a function is vowel. We have to check if it is a vowel or not. Yes, I. If that is true, then what we will do is count ct1, count of first of plus plus, right? We can do that. Now again we will again do a loop. We can again do a loop. So for int I equal to l by 2, I less than l, I plus plus, and again if is vowel s of I, then ct 2 plus plus, correct? Count 1 and count 2, and at the end we will simply return if ct1 ct2 return true, if ct1 is equal to ct2. Oh, just a minute, it is not been yet updated. Ah, yes. If ct1 equal to ct2, then just return true, or else we will return false. So that looks good. There is again not an optimization, but just a better way to do. Like there is no what we can say. There is no not much of a change in time and space complexity, but the code might look cleaner if we use something else. So what we can do is, let me just show you the another approach which looks pretty clean. So what we can do is, yeah, so the another way, another approach is we just have to maintain a count, only one count, right? Initialize it by 0, then loop through a string. So for I equal to 0, I less than l, I plus plus, only one loop is required. But then what we can do is we check for if first condition is vowel s of I. If that is true, then what we can do next is, if I is less than l by 2, that means it is in first half, then what we can do is simply increment the count. If I is in the second half, that is else ct minus minus. So in that way what this code is doing is, so check, uh, like consider this example. What we had is b o a e o k, something like that, right? We were traversing from, this is half, we are going from a 0 to n minus 1, which is k. Now we are at this, it is not a vowel. Yes, it is a vowel. O is a vowel. Then what we will do is come increment count, initially count was 0, right? Then what, after o it is 1, after a it is 2, then e is a vowel, but I is not less than l by 2, right? Because it is in the second half. So because of that, we'll reduce the count by 1. Again O, it will be reduced. K is not a vowel, so at the end our count will be 0. That means number of vowels in this half are equal to number of vowels in this half. So that results as our answer, right? After this code, simply return count equal to 0. So this line is a short form. Don't have to write like if else. We just have to write this thing. So this will return, if this is equal to 0, it will return true, else it will return false. Correct? Now let us think of time and space complexities of the question. So what we had, also one thing, we have to like look for this function which is vowel. So what is vowel does is, oh sorry, so in is vowel what we can do is, uh, we can check for character, like suppose, let me write the is vowel function down here. So it is a boolean function, is uh, takes character as input. Now we can do many things. We can simply like to, if suppose C is equal to A, or C is equal to E, and so on. We can do a simple or of all the vowels we know, like after that capital O, then capital U, right? All are included. Like, so what this, like, if to write it in better way, in pseudocode form, if uh, C is equal to either of A, E, I, O, U, or A, E, I, O, U, that in that case return true, or else just return false. So that's a basic function, is vowel function, right? Now let us think of the time and space complexity of given question. So how we will determine this is, there is a single for loop going on, right? For loop is from 0 to length of our string, and in this for loop, this is a constant time operation. Is vowel function is doing a constant time operation. It is checking for all the possible vowels, returning true or false, so no issues. And this whole part is also constant. There is nothing fancy going on, just we are checking for one condition. So in total, the like the dominant factor is this for loop, and this is running till the size of our string. So time complexity is O of n, where n is length of string. Now space complexity. Talking about space complexity, what we are using is simply a variable count which stores the current count of vowels. Also, and nothing else. We are not using anything, as you can see in the code. So this is a constant, like the single variable is constant always. So SC is O of 1, constant space operation. So that is it. Now I hope you have understood the explanation. Now let us check out the code. So I have already attempted the question. So this is the approach. It is a C++ solution. So we have given boot and the function we have to return. If it is half alike, then true, else false. So firstly calculated the size, the length of string. Here is a count. Now traversed from for the traverse the whole string and checked if it is a vowel, and if the length is less than half, count plus plus, else count minus minus, and returning the if count is 0, that means return true, else false. And this is eval function. So this is a lengthy thing to write. Also you can replace this by just like creating a map and creating a set, I should say, set and insert all the vowels inside it, and compare if the given character is there in the set or not. If there is the character is in the set, then that means it's a vowel, else it is not. So that is also alternative way. No, actually I have already submitted, but just to like just for understanding, I'm like submitting again. So this is running fine, no issue. So thank you if you have liked the video.